Well, we all know about how harmful the sun's rays can be, especially on our skin. So how can we maintain a healthy glow during the summer months while protecting ourselves? Sherry Torkos is here to help. She's a pharmacist and author. Welcome to Good Morning Canada.
Thank you.
One of the first things that I noticed here on the table is you've brought in some tomatoes. So I'm assuming we're going to talk about lycopene.
That's right, absolutely. And this is the perfect time of year we can enjoy tomatoes. Barbecues, salads, tomatoes, go great on all of those foods, and they're seasonal. We grow them a lot in Canada, throughout Canada. So what's great about tomatoes is, yes, they're lycopene. And lycopene, for those that aren't familiar with it, it's an antioxidant that's part of the carotenoid family. And there's been a lot of evidence to show that consuming higher amounts of lycopene through tomatoes, tomato products, or supplements can actually increase your protection from the sun. In other words, help to boost your sun protection factor.
Let's just talk about raw tomatoes versus cooked tomatoes. I hear that the cooked version is better for you. You get more lycopene.
That's right. This is the one exception where the processed or cooked foods actually have more nutrients than the fresh foods. Of course, tomatoes are healthy and there's a lot of great benefits, but if you have tomato sauce or tomato ketchup, tomato paste, you actually get more lycopene than with the fresh tomatoes.
Now, some people can't handle all of the acid in tomatoes, so I guess that's when you turn to the supplement.
That's right, and I brought some lycopene supplements. These supplements here all contain a lycopene complex called Lyc-O-Mato, and what's unique about it is that it contains the lycopene along with the other nutrients that are naturally present in the tomatoes without the sugar and the water that you would get in the tomatoes.
Should anyone steer clear of lycopene?
Lycopene's very safe, and we've been using it for years for prostate health. There's been good evidence to show it protects against prostate tumor growth and development, lowers blood pressure, very good safety margin. The advantage, of course, with these supplements is that it's more convenient to take than having, say, 5 vine-ripened tomatoes, and it's pretty widely available in health food stores and pharmacies.
Another supplement that we should take in the summertime is fish oil. Why is that?
Yes, actually, fish oil, if you take enough of it, actually does help to reduce inflammation in the skin and give you some protection from these sun's damaging rays. The problem with the sun is that it increases our risk of burning, but also premature aging and wrinkling. And of course, we all want to do what we can to keep our skin youthful. Fish oils help reduce inflammation and some of the damaging effects of the sun. But again, higher amounts. We're looking at about 10 grams a day to get the optimal protection.
Now, vitamin D. In the summer months, we all know that we get more vitamin D naturally, but should we continue to supplement in the summer months?
Well, it depends on your lifestyle. Some people are more sensitive to the sun and they wear a lot of sunscreens, they wear the wide brim hats, and they really cover up when they're out in the sun, which of course we're always hearing is good because sun can lead to burning and premature aging, wrinkling, and cancer. But in terms of vitamin D, you need to have about 50% of your body exposed to the sun for about 15 minutes. So when you think of it, it's
possible for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's not, especially those that are fair-skinned, increased risk, like us, yes, increased risk of burning. So what I recommend, vitamin D is very affordable, good safety margin. I think it's safe for most people to consider. The benefit with vitamin D, we all know it's good for bone health, but some of the new research shows that it can significantly reduce your risk of certain types of cancer, breast, prostate, and colorectal. Plus, there's also been some recent associations made with vitamin D deficiency and MS, which is very high in Canada.
Are there any supplements that we should steer clear of in the summer months?
There are, and I brought a few that can actually increase your risk of burning. I'm starting with the first one here, which is St. John's wort. And St. John's wort is used for mild to moderate depression. It can increase your risk of burning, so you want to be cautious if you're taking St. John's wort. The next one that I have there is called Dong Quai, and Dong Quai is used for managing symptoms of perimenopause, menopause, hormonal imbalance, and then also I've got some vitamin A. Vitamin A, we have to be really cautious with it because it has some toxic effects in higher amounts. Definitely can increase your risk of burning. And next to that, the Retin A, which is a vitamin A topical product, which is used for the management of acne and wrinkles, and it can also increase the risk of burning. So if you're taking those products, using them, make sure you wear a sunscreen, cover up, wide brim hat.
And I guess you should always consult your doctor.
Absolutely, doctor and pharmacist, because we're in a good position to answer questions on these things.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And as we mentioned off the top, Sherry Torkos is an author, and this is her latest book, The Canadian Encyclopedia of Natural Medicine. Sherry will be back with us in August to discuss the latest superfood.